In this video, we will go over how I calculate percentage pay using Service Autopilot and an Excel sheet. Hey, thanks for joining me. Big thanks to Andrew for requesting this video, so that is why I'm making this particular video. He wanted to know how I use Service Autopilot to pay my guys their percentage each week, so I'm going to make a quick video on exactly how I do this. So I am using April 10th through April 16th. That's a Monday through a Sunday in 2017. So this is recently, and this is exactly how I do it. So my guys clock in and out using Service Autopilot. So I get their totals for the day right here in this section. You go to accounting, timesheets, boom, you pull up this. I went back to April 10th through April 16th. And this is all that data. Brandon wasn't working here yet, neither was Ethan. I don't know why Troth Landscaping is a vendor showing up on here, but Shay and Billy were Mow Crew 1 at this time in the year, and Donnie was the spray crew, the spray tech, and I was mowing earlier in the year, so I was Mow Crew 2, but just adding me in here would just make it more confusing, so I'm going to leave myself out because of the way I pay myself. But so I take the hours right here from the total, and then I put them into my Excel sheet right here where I have hours, no breaks, because I just feel like if my guys are on my clock at work, they're not with their family, they're not at home, they're not doing what they want to do, I feel like I should pay them that whole time. So I calculate what their pay would be on an hourly. So this is what their pay would be if I was paying them their hourly rate. Here's each of their hourly rates. This was what I was paying them at the end of 2016 when I still paid by the hour. Shay was making 15, Billy was at 13.5, and Donnie was at 14. So then I just have this helps me calculate. I put in their hours, and then it calculates how much their pay is based off of their pay rate information. So with hourly pay, they would have made this amount, and then if you see over here, this is what they got paid on the percentage pay. So 765 to 1015, 688 compared to 944, 583 compared to 768. So my guys made a lot more on the percentage pay, and this is how it works. So basically, I have the employee name, and then this number right here, this decimal, is their percentage. So Shay was making 21.5% of the revenue his crew did at the beginning of the year. Billy is making 0.2. Both these guys are crew leaders now, and that's why their pay is so similar. And guys, don't use my rates because my overhead's really low. If you use my rates, you'll probably go out of business. I also include maintenance and that kind of stuff in their percentage pay. So when they're sharpening blades and when they're changing oil, they've already been paid for that by this higher percentage pay rate that I pay them when they're out there doing work. All my guys are my friends. They understand if they don't sharpen their blades, if they don't change the oil, blah, 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 they're not going to have a job. They're not going to make any money. They understand it. It works out great for me. It may not work out so great for people that don't really know their employees and whatnot. But so if you see here, if you know anything about these Excel sheets, I'm taking B9, so that's the revenue for Monday, and I'm multiplying it by his percentage pay rate. If I come down to Billy's, this is going to change to 0.2 to reflect his percentage pay rate. So that calculates that for me, and then we go through each day of the week, then it adds it all up, and I have a little extra data here. But keep this simple. I like making these Service Autopilot in a window like this, Excel's in a window like this, so I have them both and I'm not flipping tabs and this and that and everything like that. So what I do is I put Billy and Shay are Mow Crew 1, so I set that filter right here, select the filter, Mow Crew 1. I only want complete jobs because they're not going to get paid for jobs that are pending or skipped or anything like that. So only the jobs they complete, they get paid for. So let's go to April 10th on the dispatch board. Refresh. So we're showing Billy and Shay's work completed on April 10th. And then I simply just scroll down here to the bottom, I get the total. And then I put that total into Monday. And then literally I just go through and I do the same thing. I go to Tuesday and I do it again. And then I go to Wednesday and I do it again. You know what I mean? So that's how I do this. And then when I get done with that crew, I uncheck them. I'll go to Donnie to make sure Donnie gets paid. And then I go back to Monday. I scroll down to the bottom, 7/20/10. Put that in his, 7/20/10. Okay, so I think you guys see how that works. We'll make this Excel sheet full screen. And so right here in this total, I don't have everything labeled because this is internal use, so it's for me, so I know what everything is. So this is just, you know, sum of B14 through H14, so that's his revenue for these cells right here based off of what he did those days. Donnie didn't work Saturday and Sunday, so he has no wages. Billy and Shay didn't work Sunday, but they did work Saturday because they got rained out on Tuesday. Somehow Donnie sprayed through it. I don't know. But so these are Donnie's wages, Billy's wages, Shay's wages, and then here's total revenue that the mowing crew, Mow Crew 1 made. Here's total revenue that Donnie brought in spraying. Total revenue right here, total revenue minus wages. So, you know, minus, besides having to pay, you know, taxes and workers' comp on the wages, plus overhead and other variable expenses. We brought in $4,740.90 this week. This is what the mow, positive money on the mow crew, positive money on the fertilization weed control crew, you know, minus all other costs. But that is how I do it. And then when I get ready to do the next week, I would simply Control C, copy this, bring it down a couple lines, Control V, and then in this cell I put 4/17/2017 because that's, you know, the Monday after this Sunday. Then if you guys don't know this little trick, just take that little from the corner, drag it out, and then it populates the dates for the next week. And then I would come in here for next week and I would delete, and then I would have to put, you know, populate their hours for the next week, populate the revenue for the next week, and then everything would calculate out again, and, you know, I'd have my information right here on what I need to pay my guys. So I hope that helped. If you have any more questions, please let me know, but that is exactly how I quickly and easily calculate my guys' percentage pay each week. It's Ryan with Lawn Crack. Until the next video, keep making money.